Harry chased I grof until the SA o poundnet sign Jack io SOS I grof poundnet sign all a half a stroke micro or stroke I amount a circumflex irrelicata 4A3 not signed and prograph I albicleta 6A 1 pound. Times I cute Jack they or earth I amount until the area I'll see Sedilla. Jack whipped out his nose hand standoff, thinking, how about we just let each other slide? Jack hastily ran Tony in hopes of obtaining 2 escape passports, but unexpectedly tongue demanded an exorbitant price of a staggering 100,000, beaming with pride like a cunning little fox at mentioning the sum. Tongue sold Jack's escape info to Salad's lawyer, who came next day to the dock with his rich girlfriend for a passport exchange. In the cockpit he found a gun. Tongue, like an eager trader, wanted to use it to take care of dock officer Harry, making Harry shake his head incredulously. Harry quickly warned Jack, put down that weapon and confess. It's not easy to aim for someone as lucky as me. Jack choked with anger, frantically pulled the trigger. Yet all the bullets just buzzed by Harry's head. What a bullet storm. Seeing the bad situation, Jack tossed his rich girlfriend into the sea for a yacht escape, only to be thrown by a lurking mysterious figure below. By the time Harry and the girl got to shore, Jack was already off on a train with the mysterious figure. The puppet master in this drama, innocent Salad, was pulling all the strings. Salad walked on the edge of a 100-meter-high building, thrilled like she was testing cake, no fear, in her eyes just a lucky Tang Dynasty bracelet in hand. Harry pulled her back, but she jumped like a bouncy rabbit, without hesitation. She landed perfectly on the elevator at the roof. Harry was convinced it was the magic bracelet, the legendary jumping god. Just as she was about to use yin and yang to neutralize the curse, a millionaire in downtown collapsed from poison according to an independent report. This case mirrored the last 3 How Classic. The killer used colorless, odorless toxins. What a brilliant invisible assassin. Harry urgently needed to identify the puppet master to prevent more dallizy. The assistant marked down victims' jobs and addresses, but Harry saw the scattered locations and thought they were too far apart. So she had her assistant expand the search to 10 years ago, curious if they were all real estate agents. They found the victims had been at Red Brick Street, where finding suspects was like searching for a needle in a haystack. While the assistant was trying to get surveillance at the local precinct, Harry spotted a roaming Asian mercenary in the corner. Just as she was about to approach, the mercenary darted off like a mouse zigzagging. She had no choice but to dive into a casino, pleading to the struggling owner, "I'm not here to stir up trouble." The owner just shook his head helplessly. Before leaving, the owner gave her a chip. She tossed it on 14 in roulette, winning 10 times her bet lucky streak. Suddenly she noticed the gorgeous Alice with the lucky bracelet. The sexy lady seemed to know exactly who she was, like a detective keeping tabs on her. To figure out just how many lucky bracelets existed, Harry excitedly placed all her chips on a spot different from Alice's betting on the future. As the roulette spun, their hearts raced. The ball landed on 13, a surprising loss. She quickly grabbed Alice and shouted, "Quick, tell me the origin of that bracelet. This is my fate." She returned to the precinct to check Alice's ID, but the assistant told her about a murder at the woman's apartment 2 hours ago. Shocking news. 1 victim fell victim to the same mermaid toxin, and the authorities had to send Harry to the Curry house to hunt down witnesses. Passing by a building, a steel pipe suddenly dropped, coming right for Harry like in a movie. In an instant, she turned into Flash. The lucky bracelet worked its magic. Every pipe missed Harry, hitting the ground instead. 1 pipe even broke a window, revealing a full lab inside. Harry realized this was a lab for creating the mermaid toxin, internally sang, "I really should have done something good today." Just then, a backpack-wearing mysterious figure appeared in the lab, and the assistant hurriedly reported their ID. "Looks like a true mystery character from the movie." The mysterious person challenged Harry while trapping her in the corridor. "In your eyes, I'm just a useless..." That line resonated like a warning in a perilous casino. Back at the precinct, Harry quickly checked the mysterious person's ID, finding he was a top drug expert who dropped out due to tuition. A tragic tale indeed. His father had a heart attack during this period, sending him spiraling into madness, blaming the school and the capitalists for everything. Harrow's investigation revealed a complicated connection between him and each victim. He was the ultimate vengeance planner. Rejected him unfairly before, he's now filled with resentment and has no income. So he took a job on Red Brick Street, only to be fired for the boss' bad attitude. What a double tragedy. Now it's been nearly 2 years since he last saw his mum, and his despair only deepened. Harry requested a whole army of assistants from the chief, eager to prepare like fighter jets going into battle, but the chief only granted her 5 people, leaving Harry to think, "Dude, that's way too lowbrow." That night, they lurked around red brick streets, with suspicious figures resembling lost sheep. Little Black disguises as staff, handing out flyers only for 5 cops to instantly drop dead from poisoning. What a farce. Harry, realizing something was wrong, rushed them to the hospital only to find poison in the flyers so sinister. Assistants found no trace of the chemicals in the lab. It was clear Little Black had an even more advanced lab hidden. With no leads, Harry sought out Alice, hoping she could tap into her bracelet's power to find Little Black. Alice saw crows fly overhead, vanishing into an old roadside warehouse. How peculiar. Curiously, passers-by saw nothing unusual. Alice thought it a sign of bad luck, surely a rare superpower. Harry indeed found Little Black's lab in the old warehouse, and the evidence was overwhelming. The equipment inside rivaled movie special effects as they were preparing to create sarin gas. The city was truly a perilous place. Harry eyed the station to ambush Little Black, but accidentally caught sight of London University through